Ladies and gentlemen, it's really a great day, and I can tell you I'm really, really happy. Thanks to all who made this big journey so far possible. It's just the beginning of the trip, but it's already a great day for ESA. It's a great day not only for ESA. We heard already it's the first launch from CSG to another planet. It is also, of course, the first launch with an Ariane to another planet. When I thought about this mission to go to Mercury, okay, you know the distance from Earth to the Sun, 150 million kilometers. You know the distance of Mercury to the Sun, it's 50 million kilometers. So the difference between both is 100 million kilometers. I calculated the mean velocity of the spacecraft, and I came up with 28 days. And then I learned that they are not using this shortcut, but instead of that saying it takes 7 years. I said, what the hell are they doing? Why are they flying so slowly? I mean, it could be done in 4 weeks. But, and this is the secret, it is BepiColombo, who was really the father of this mission, because he said, if you do this, as a civil engineer would do it, then you are ending up directly in the sun. And this was not our intention. So we want to go to Mercury, and we want to orbit Mercury. And therefore, Giuseppe Colombo made a very special method, flybys, and we have everybody is talking about electromobility. This is electric mobility, we have to say, in a very special way. We are not accelerating with electric mobility, we are decelerating. This is also interesting. So we have a solar electric propulsion on board. Now an interesting number to that. We have about 580 kilograms of xenon on board. The yearly production on Earth is 600 kilo per year. So we have just 20 kilograms rest for other activities for 1 year. So this is therefore, it's a very special electric propulsion, and it's therefore very important. And therefore I can just say, let us go together to Mercury, or in Japanese, Tuishi ni susei ni ikimashou. Go, Bepi, go. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much to Arianespace. Thank you very much to Jan. This is really breathtaking. We have today written history, and we have sent the most complex stack of spacecrafts that ever have been conceived into space onto a very long journey into an environment which is truly out of the Earth, truly out of this world, hot and dangerous, and we are going there where nobody else ever, well, not quite true, but anyhow, boldly go there. So, and this is the time to really say thank you. We have already heard a lot of thanks, but I would really like to thank all the hundreds and thousands of individuals who have made this success possible. Everyone, we are standing on the shoulders of giants, and the giants are all of you. And I would first like to thank the two space agencies, ESA and JAXA, for making this possible. I would like to thank our member states for bringing the finances and bringing the energetics and the instruments on board. I would like to thank industry, particularly the lead industries in Europe, ADS and TAS, and also NEC in Japan, for making this possible and leading teams of many sub-industries and engineers that really did technology development, which is unique and has never been tried before, to bring us there. The managers of the agencies are also a very important element of guiding and kind of controlling us through this very important and complicated exercise. I would like to thank the scientists, in particular the scientists who led instruments. You have heard that we have 16 individual instruments, and behind each of these instruments are teams and sub-teams and PIs and co-PIs, and I would really like to thank all of those. Their work will only start when we do the first flybys and then finally end by Mercury. We don't have to wait for 7 years. We can actually already get science when we are flying by Venus twice even maybe at the Earth flyby, we can at least calibrate the instruments, and all the Mercury flybys are also going on. And I would like to thank the operations teams who have actually worked very, very hard, trained, and are now taking over basically in this minute or in the last minute taking over the spacecraft. And I would last not least like to thank Arianespace for bringing us to the second into the exact orbit that we need, and so on. And so a huge, giant leap for mankind has happened today. But a very, very tiny step for BepiColombo, which still has to go 1,000,000,009 or whatever miles. I forgot it. And by the way, I would like to check on the health of BepiColombo. How is BepiColombo doing? And I would like to give back to Isaac to tell us about where we are standing there. Paolo, do you hear us at Isaac?
We can see the telemetry, the team is checking the status, everything looks very good.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Then I would like to hand over to, yes. Yamamoto-san. Thank you very much.
Okay, good evening. My name is Shizuo Yamamoto, Senior Vice President of JAXA. It's a great honor for me to be here for the marvelous view of the successful launch of Ariane 5 carrying BepiColombo spacecraft. Firstly, congratulations to the BepiColombo project team, ESA and JAXA, who have worked so hard for many, many years. I'm very pleased to share this memorable event today with ESA as our partner of the BepiColombo missions. Especially, I'd like to express our sincere appreciation to Director General Dr. Warner and the ESA team for their efforts of this remarkable cooperation over the years. I'd also like to express our gratitude to CNES and Arianespace, Airbus Defense and Space, NEC, and Kourou launch operation team for the excellent launch operation at Guiana Space Center today. As already informed, BepiColombo spacecraft was separated from Ariane 5 and just began its long journey of more than 8 billion kilometers to the Mercury. It was a long flight from Japan to Guyana for myself, but it is nothing compared to the distance from the Earth to the Mercury. As for the mission of the BepiColombo, many scientists in the world are aiming to unravel the mystery of the Mercury by conducting a comprehensive observation of both its surface and interior using the two orbiters. One is developed by JAXA MMO, and the other one is developed by ESA MPO. These two orbiters will jointly travel to the Mercury for the next 7 years, and will start observation after arriving Mercury in late 2025. JAXA is committed to the success of the BepiColombo mission and other space science programs like Hayabusa 2, MMX, SLIM, CRISM, and so on. And international cooperation is essential for these missions. So I strongly believe that through the success of BepiColombo mission, collaboration between JAXA and ESA, as well as Japan and European countries, will further strengthen and will contribute to the advancement of the future space program itself. Bon voyage, BepiColombo, and once again, congratulations and thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone in French Guiana. Good morning to our friends and colleagues in metropolitan Europe, and especially at the Airbus premises in all over Europe, and especially in Friedrichshafen. Thanks, Friedrichshafen. But also at ESOC in Darmstadt. And good afternoon to our friends and partners in Japan. Of course, I would like to warmly thank Arianespace and my friend Stéphane, where are you? Ariane Group and their industrial supply chain throughout Europe for having developed, produced, launched such a reliable, powerful, and efficient Ariane 5 launcher, and relentlessly heading towards the Ariane 6. And Stéphane, as you said before, you still have 3 satellites to deliver for us until 2018, and you know how important a partner you are for us. Of course, I would like also to praise ESA's leadership, Jan, Günther, for having put together and led the development of such an important and magnificent BepiColombo mission while entrusting us Airbus as prime contractor. Of course, I would like also to congratulate our Japanese friends with whom we have interfaced over the last years to develop such an international partnership. And of course, a launch success is only possible thanks to the close coordination of CNES. Jean-Yves, thanks for being here today, of course, and the Kourou Spaceport teams. And last but not least, of course, I would like to pay a warm tribute to the Airbus teams throughout Europe and our industrial partners for their professionalism, engagement, dedication for having imagined, developed, integrated, tested, prepared for launch of such wonderful space systems. A very, very warm thank you to all of you. Please allow me, nevertheless, one last word on today's launch from another perspective. One could look at it from 2 different angles from an industrial point of view. Either the launch of another spacecraft developed in Europe, including contributions from the UK, leaving Europe to the unknown world of a remote planet. Or the launch of a paragon of what Europe can do at its best, in this case under the leadership of ESA, with a solid and truly European prime with a top-notch European supply chain. As far as Airbus is concerned, we are talking here about probably one of the most complex scientific satellites that we have ever developed so far, taking the benefit of almost all of our sites in Europe. Friedrichshafen, Stevenage, Toulouse, Ottobrunn, Bremen, Portsmouth, Tres Cantos, Paradas, Leiden, and probably missing some of them. And in very, very good cooperation with the friends from Thales Arianespace in Italy, we'd like also a special mention to Kinetic for the electric propulsion subsystem, and Azerspace for the solar cells, which, given the specifics of this mission and the need to develop dedicated products to cope with. This is indeed an amazing mission with this 9 slingshots maneuvers, as Günther, you have pointed out, around the Earth, around Venus, Mercury, serving scientific purposes and filling the inextinguishable need of man to discover new worlds, developed in an international cooperation environment, in this case with Japan. One of the best examples of leading forward, looking, ambitious and successful Europe. The one I personally love, and the one I will further support the expansion of. Good luck, Bepi. Happy to have received first news from your telemetry, and we'll meet again in 7 years from now. Thank you.
皆さんこんばんは。My name is Ishiguro, so I'm a Senior Executive Vice President of the NEC Corporation. So first of all, all of you, congratulations on the successful launching of the Mercury probe, BepiColombo. I would like to express sincere gratitude Senior Vice President of Yamamoto and all of the members of the JAXA, and also the Director General, Mr. Jan Banner, and all of the members of the ESA, and also the relatively government agencies, as well as enterprises which have contributed to this mission. And especially, I would like to express deep appreciation President Israeli and Arianespace company for the safety launching into the orbit trajectory. Within the BepiColombo project, NEC has been responsible for the system design, integrations, and support manufacturing of the satellite bus for the Mercury magnetospheric orbiter. Since 2005, NEC has been devoting its effort to the successful of this project under the supervision of the JAXA together as one team for a long period of the 13 years. It is scheduled to take another 7 years journey before the orbit reaches Mercury. And NEC is fully committed to support entire project, including the observation operation after the arrival. Today, here and now, I'm simply delighted to be celebrating a successful launch together with all of you. Thank you so much for your kind invitation to this remarkable occasion. Thank you very much.
Bien, bonsoir. Donc, moi aussi, féliciter.
I'd like to salute all those who played a part in the successful launch tonight. First of all, the 101st successful launch of Ariane 5 and BepiColombo on its way to Mercury. And if you're into celestial mechanics, we have amazing opportunities because we're going to be flying by Venus, the Earth, Mercury. So looking forward to amazing years to come. So I'd like to congratulate the scientists because nothing would have been possible without them. So they are the ones who developed this mission, both in Europe and Japan, as well as the Airbus Defence and Space, as well as NEC teams played a key role in developing these, as well as the Ariane Group teams, JAXA teams, and all the teams at the CSG who played a very, very important role in the successful launch that we've just witnessed. So we're very fortunate because this has been a golden year. This year we've had successful launches of Ariane 5. A couple of weeks ago, the cooperation between the JAXA, DNR, and CNES with a mascot robots on the Guru asteroids, and we'll have a CFOSAT launch for to observe the winds and waves, Metacasi on the 26th of November, USAT landing on March, but the greatest of all occasions will be for the 6th of December 2025, because this is then that BepiColombo will orbit Mercury. So I remember back in 2004 when we launched Rosetta, I said, well, we'll meet again 10 years down the road, and the Odyssey goes on. So looking forward to following the BepiColombo arriving at the destination in Mercury. So it was the first time that Japan was departing towards Mercury. So we are leading ahead at the back. Thank you.
Bien, mesdames et messieurs, donc pour clore cette
So,
soirée.
ladies and gentlemen, to close this evening, after again thanking all of you for this beautiful success, I would like to tell you that our next mission, again, will be an institutional mission for Europe, for EUMETSAT, one of the biggest clients of Arianespace, weather forecast operated by satellite. So we plan to conduct this mission in the first days of November. The scheduled date is the 6th of November. We're still waiting for some more information from our Russian partner, Roscosmos, to confirm the date, but today the operations are proceeding smoothly, and this is our objective. So see you very soon again at the Guiana Space Center.